the eBay vault launching. So I want to talk a little bit about this. Kendall and I have mentioned it, I think, very, very briefly on earlier episodes. And if you want to throw in a comment about, do you vault at all? Have you thought about vaulting? I can talk about my experience with PWCC. Funny enough, I'll talk about why I'm not gonna necessarily go directly into the eBay vault right away. But before I address that, I want to talk in good spirits about something kind of funny that happened to me. So there's this account on YouTube, Ziggy No, Zigggy capital No. And Ziggy, if you're watching, chime in the comments here, because I know you comment on some of our YouTube videos. We'd actually love to have you on the show because you're a contrarian. It seems like every piece of content that I put out that you comment on, you have a contrarian point of view. So I can't keep track of where you stand on things other than the fact that you're a contrarian, which is cool. Nothing against that. But Ziggy No put out actually an Instagram post with several content creators in the hobby, way more well known than me, and included me in it. And we had PWCC logos on our heads, and it said something like "Stop the madness." Fight back against PWCC. I'm paraphrasing. Tell these content creators, and I was tagged, and there was a bunch of like Aaron, I think, from Slab Stocks, and Jeff Wilson from Sports Card Investor, myself, and some other guys. Like I said, I'm forgetting some guys that are definitely more recognizable than me, but we were all tagged, and it said like, tell these content creators that their PWCC sponsoring their shows is hurting the hobby, and they have the power because they can tell PWCC that they don't want PWCC sponsoring their shows anymore. You know, something about like the money that we're getting from PWCC for mentioning them. And like all of us replied immediately. It was like, thanks so much for tagging us in this post, but we don't get anything from PWCC. PWCC does not give us anything, and they don't even have an affiliate program. So you know, I don't have any qualms against PWCC, but definitely people have all kinds of experiences with all kinds of companies. So I'm not saying they're perfect, but eBay launching its vault, I think, is something that should wake PWCC up, just simply because if you're already buying and selling and transacting with eBay, this presents a problem for PWCC. This presents a real problem. I'm personally, for my own reasons, not going to switch. I'll say what the reasons are. But right now, I would have to ship, because I don't have a physical location to store my cards. I would have to ship all my cards to the eBay vault, which does two things for my anxiety level. One, I don't know where my cards are for a while until eBay confirms that they're in their vault. Number two, they have to curate all of my cards. So now I can't sell my cards until they curate all my cards and get them in a position to where I can sell them. So in theory, this eBay vault is a great thing for somebody like me who doesn't have a physical location and who happens to live kind of all around the world at multiple times and can still buy and sell in the United States market. But I'm going to keep my cards right now with PWCC just because I can sell them there and I don't have to incur any additional overhead costs. But man, this eBay vault's sweet, just because like I wish eBay would have had this vault a year ago or a couple years ago, because talk about saving on shipping costs, man. Like it just there are going to be a lot of people swapping cards in this eBay vault, I think. What do you think about this, Kendall? Is this something you would use?
Oh yeah, I love this idea. I kind of have been kicking the tires the past couple of months on saying like, do I want, so to my right here, I know you guys can't see it, but like to my right, I have all of my little white cardboard bulk boxes or whatever. And I actually don't have that many cards. People always think I have like, you know, a whole 3 storage lockers full of cards. Like I actually don't. I'm actually like a very calculated investor. But I have 1 4-row that's an AL bulk, 1 4-row that is an NL bulk for my baseball cards, like just bulk baseball. And then I have 1 4-row that has 2 rows in it of my Rangers PC, like my Texas Rangers PC. And then I have a box that's Bowman firsts and investment cards. And that's it. That's it for me. So like I've done a good job about just not just buying huge bulk purchases, you know. And when I buy big bulk purchases, usually I get rid of them pretty quickly for whatever I can get out of it. But if I'm taking those autographs and sending them to eBay and I can move them almost like NFTs, and I know it's not the same. I know there's like some real world component, but that is honestly what it feels like, that I'm going to a marketplace. I'm getting a purchase of a share of, you know, so for instance, if I bought that Miguel Vargas blue Bowman first that's in the corner right here, if I buy this card and I immediately send it to my vault, then I never see it, but I know I have it. Like, and there's verification that I have it. What's the difference between that and Candy launching their NFT store?
Right.
I think it really builds into other areas of the card collecting scene that Fanatics is really trying to grow into, which makes this a very interesting conversation. You know, like if there is no physical hold element of it anymore, and if that's going away, then I can see physical cards being less production of them, which would increasingly be a higher buy-in per product or per card buy-in, which would mean that you're going to have to shell out more money for more hobby products because the retail products are not going to be as popular. Anyway, there's a lot of ripple effects that are going to be there, and I think that builds into what we've talked about today with there will be higher valued individual cards that, I mean, look at what Paul Fisher has been talking about on our Facebook page. He's talking about specific cards, super high value cards that are in a rarity count difference or differential in terms of other very high value cards. And we're talking about which Currys you should buy or which Tiger Woods you should buy or you know, at that level, it's like a differentiation based on print run. And I think that will change things based on if the vault is super adopted, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great point. I mean, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't even think about this, but yeah. This might force PWCC and eBay, as they're clearly competing against one another, to incentivize users to use their vault, which could mean, like you're saying, some kind of digital, did they create some kind of digital collectible that goes with maybe not every card you buy, but maybe usage of your vault? Like we've seen eBay partner with, I don't know, DJ Ski at last year's National and Topps. I think they all partnered together to create a set of cards, right? That you, if you were at the National last year in Chicago, I think, and I wasn't there, but I heard Card Talk Pod talking about it. They were talking about how you could go around and get 4 different cards, one on each day or something like that. I might be getting the details wrong. And then you would redeem, you could say that you got all 4 of these cards and redeem those cards for like a 5th, more limited edition card. I could see eBay having already been involved in the production of something like that, coming out and saying, okay, well, if you maybe not buy these particular cards on our platform and vault them with us, but after you buy and vault a certain amount of cards, you get this card or something that we've now partnered with. And I think if you're PWCC, we've already seen them square off. eBay kicked PWCC off the platform almost a year ago. I think for more reasons of being a competitive marketplace and less reasons about shill bidding, but that's just my own personal hypothesis. I might not be right on that. And I think now you could see eBay push PWCC to incentivize people like myself to continue to use their vault, because there's no reason for me not to start vaulting other cards with eBay. Like I said, I'm not going to ship all of my cards from PWCC to eBay, but I might open up an eBay vault and any new purchase moving forward,
Yeah,
start
that's
to
kinda
vault
what I'm
those with
thinking.
eBay and just kind of see how that goes, because this could be interesting. I think it could save some money on shipping. I think it could be interesting to see what kind of innovation eBay brings to the table, what kind of partnerships they bring to the table. We know that they already have a partnership with CSG because of the authentication services. We know that CSG has something to do with Fanatics, and you already brought up Fanatics in this conversation, so this could be cool. I like it. So moving on to our next topic, we are going to talk about, this is another great segue. We just talked about Fanatic